What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dashing Lane Dashko. We are here on the analyst desk for another big game here between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Utah Mammoth. If I could get back to the screen here. It's not coming back. How do I get this? I'm panicking! I don't know why it won't go away. One sec, Dan. Dan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
One sec. I'm trying to get the background to go away, and it doesn't want to go away. We're stuck.
I don't know. The neon light looks pretty sick, though.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Hello.
Oh, that scared me. I thought we were lost forever. I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
But yeah, we are here for at least pre-game between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Utah Mammoth. I had a little bit of technical difficulties there. Wouldn't let me get off the screen. I was like, oh no, we're lost forever.
Literally.
Panic! I like to panic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be an interesting game tonight as the Toronto Maple Leafs are taking on the Utah Mammoth again. Another Western Conference game, another late night game here on the analyst desk tonight. And the Leafs are trying to go for 5 in a row right now as they take on the Utah Mammoth after just beating. What's up, Wilfred? What's going on, brother? Now,
yeah, good evening.
Dan doesn't know why, and I want to know in the chat. I've named the pregame Whistle. Now, you might be thinking, Lane, there a new thing you want to tell us about? You like whistles?
I think it's a Flow Rider song. Whistle, baby, whistle, baby.
Well, it's funny you mention that because I think it ties into that. But the reason why, Dan, if you can mute your phone there, but the reason why I have called the pregame Whistle is, I don't know if you heard, but apparently the Utah Mammoth fans have started whistling during the games. Just randomly. Yeah, it's a new thing they've started doing. They're randomly in the game, they just start whistling. They start whistling out of nowhere. And it's been happening for the last 3 or 4 home games in a row. Yeah, Wilfred knows what I'm talking about. Wilfred knows what Wilfred knows. So the last 3 or 4 home games in Delta Arena at random points in the game, there's no reason for it. The fans just start whistling. Like, as loud as possible.
That's crazy. I go 19,000 of them or whatever, right?
Yeah, like all of this. It's so we might hear it tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear it tonight because it's been happening for the last 3 or 4 home games in a row.
Crazy.
And they taught. So the media team down in Utah went to the team and started asking about it. Started asking, like, well, what do you think about this whistling thing? And, a few of the players have been like, it's really weird. But, like, okay, I guess it's a little distracting, but, like, whatever. Like, they're having fun.
Right.
And then there came Clayton Keller's answer. And this is what I want to get into before we get into ending, because this made me so mad. And I want to know how people feel in the chat, because to me, this angered me on a whole level.
He's basically the biggest name down there in Utah, right?
For sure. He basically said, don't come to the games. If you're going to whistle, he literally said to the fans, it's annoying, stop it.
What?
Do it at home or do it before the game when I'm not playing. And if you're going to do it, just stay home.
What?
Yeah. He basically said, shut up. Stop it.
Holy cow.
He said it's too annoying, it's too distracting. I don't know where it started. I want it to stop. If you could stop having fun, that'd be great. Do it at home. If you're going to whistle, do it at home or do it before the games when I'm not playing, and don't distract me.
Wow, that's weird. Like, you think, is it weird? Sure. But it's a new franchise, right? So we're starting at ground zero.
So we have a little chat. And I put this 40-page long thread that Dan didn't want to read. But
yeah, well, it's like no,
it's like that meme where it's like, I ain't reading all that, but I'm sorry that happened to you. But anyway, what I was trying to say in my thread to the boys here was, if I'm the Utah Mammoth, you know what I would have done? I would have been like, let's make this a thing. Like when we score a goal, everybody whistles. We get whistle from Flow Rider as our goal song, and then and then as soon as we score the goal, it's like,
like it.
All the fans could whistle.
Yeah.
You could sit. You could get it. You could get a section behind the goalie of the opposing team. Call it the Whistle Gang. You could make money off of this. You could literally merchandise the crap out of this. But instead of Utah was just like, we don't like to have fun.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Why are we telling fans to not have fun at the games?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, is it weird? Sure. But you're a brand new franchise. Zero. I'm Sarah 100 years ago. Well, not quite 100 years ago. Maybe 80 years ago. When someone threw a dead octopus on the ice in Detroit, someone thought that was weird. Right? 100 years ago, when someone threw a hack when someone scored 3 goals on the ice, we all thought that was weird. How many years ago was the first teddy bear toss? We all thought that was weird. Nashville with the catfish. We all thought that was weird.
Or even the whole flats. Or even with the you suck. It's all your fault. Yeah, it's all your fault.
Yeah, silver medal.
No, I'm talking about Nashville. Nashville when they score, they'll be like Bennington. Bennington, you suck. It's all your fault. Stuff like, what's up, Rick? What's going on? Dan's favorite Ticat fan. Never gonna forget that. But what's up, Rick from Hamilton Sports Central? What's up, brother? Well, I just don't get it. If fans want to do whatever they look.
If it's no sound.
No sound. Dan sounds woke from you. We should be having sound as far as I know.
Okay. We thought we had sound.
There's no sound.
Sorry, everyone. We're working on this.
Hold on.
We were having a really good conversation here.
Yeah. Everything says it's fine.
Oh, Jacob says he hears us on YouTube.
Okay.
So is it just maybe Facebook doesn't have sound?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
there should be. Jacob Moore says he hears me. Sounds works fine. Okay,
sound works for me on Facebook from work. Okay, sorry everyone.
Then since maybe just refresh your browser, buddy. I'm pretty sure we have sound. If not, I'm sorry if you can't hear it, but we're getting a lot of comments out there. So maybe just refresh your browser. Sometimes it works weird. Just refresh it and make sure the little mute button's not checked. Facebook does sometimes mute your video for you. So
that's true. I've had that happen to me too. It's so frustrating.
Okay, so we're good. We have sound.
Thank you, everyone.
But thank you for just letting us know because we definitely
went now. Perfect.
Yeah, okay, perfect. All right.
Hear me for a second. We don't want sound.
Let's sound. Jacob says, "Welcome to the lobby."
Oh,
he should be doing his work. Jacob, you should be doing your work. But
he's on his way home from work, When it says welcome to the lobby, I picture one of those cool doormen, like the cool buckler.
I don't know. But anyways, if you couldn't hear what I was saying, I was just basically saying, this whole thing about the whistle thing, I just don't understand why Utah, who Dan just pointed out is a brand new franchise. These guys are brand new. They just got into it. They're just in the league. They're babies. They just got their team. Why wouldn't they try to say, why don't we turn this into something cool?
Yeah.
Subazor, what's up, brother? Sweden!
Yes.
But But why wouldn't you turn this into something cool? Why wouldn't you try to sell T-shirts saying we're the Whistle Gang? We're gonna whistle when we score goals. We're gonna get the goal song. It's gonna be whistled by Flow Rider, and every time we score a goal, it's gonna be like Clayton Keller. That'd be so awesome. I would become a fan of the team. I would go to Utah and buy a ticket, sit in the Whistle Gang just to do that.
Oh, literally, 100%. I'm taking marketing at Santa Clara York Sports Marketing, and it sounds like a marketing dream to me. You can market the crap out of this.
Yeah, you could get shirts saying, you could get a little whistle. You could start selling little plastic whistles that don't have sound. Just selling them, how the Mets when they had Edwin Diaz, they sold the little plastic trumpets. Right. They sold them for like $20, and people had everyone buy. You have the mascot walking around with pretending he's blowing a whistle the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. What was Wick here saying about Phoenix? Oh, we got another comment here. For powers to be don't want your ideas is what they don't want to pick for Yeti. Yeah, maybe it's not quite.
It's old Phoenix, Big Yon. That's why. But yeah, I don't know. If I'm Clayton Keller, I don't really understand that.
Yeah,
I don't understand why he's so against having a little bit of fun, but. You know what sucks now? They could have turned it into something cool, and now you know what's going to happen? Every barn he goes into and he touches the puck, you know what you're going to hear?
Yeah.
I can't whistle, but literally now when you go to Ottawa, Montreal, Carolina, Boston, Florida, every barn you go into now, because you said to tell the fans to stay home and shut up, guess what you're going to hear now? Every time you touch the puck, they're going to whistle, because when you tell the internet that something bothers you, they don't go, "Oh, poor baby." They literally troll you with it. It's the internet.
Well, for sure, right?
And it's not just you, Subazor. We have two missing people. Jacob's unfortunately at his job right now, and Adam just doesn't like us. He let us say, "Oh no, he's really busy at the moment," and I know he would be here if he could. He's just a little busy at the moment. So
I'm sure he's taking care of his family or doing something.
Yeah, it's all good.
Out,
Junior loves us. Don't worry.
Give him credit for that.
He'd be here if he could be, but I was just so mad about this, because I'm just like, it just doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense at all. Especially when you think a new franchise, you want to embrace fans coming. I never heard a fan say stay home. You want to sell tickets. You want to embrace this. Right?
Literally, what my favorite thing was, people were making memes. We're like, well, we know the one player that wouldn't have mind staying in Arizona with no fans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know, eh? And some athletes just don't get it. It's great that you have an athletic talent. That's amazing. But you're not getting paid $10 million because you're good at hockey. You're getting paid $10 million because you're good entertainers. Let's just be honest, right? Yeah. Sports is all about entertainment, right? And that's why I love a guy like Jeremy Warnick. And I still argue Jeremy Warnick's the best American-born player. JR was one of the most entertaining players ever in the NHL. And that's what got people into hockey, right? You look at all the great athletes, it's not just for their athletic ability. People love great athletes for personality, for getting out there, doing something fun, doing something exciting, interacting. Interacting, that's key too. Interacting with the fans.
Rick, what happened to my white hair? What happened to my white hair? We haven't done the live game yet. I will probably have a full white head of hair tomorrow when we come on and do the analyst desk live stream game tomorrow. Which, check that out, because that's going to be something I've been dying to do. It's going to be fun. Make sure you tune in tomorrow Thursday for the game against the Vegas Golden Knights at 9:30, because we are going to be doing the entire game live at the desk. It's going to be fun,
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. That's
you'll probably see me have a meltdown, but depending. But I don't know. I don't know. Just something about this just doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, the Utah Mammoth right now, they're doing okay.
Yeah, they're about where they were last year. I mean, I'll be honest. Maybe I'm just a little crazy. I expected a little bit better out of them this year. Not that they're bad, but they're in kind of the same spot. And I get last year, would have been kind of challenging of a whole new city and whole new arenas. I don't even know if our arena's even finished yet. There's some seats.
We're not doing. Sorry, Dan, didn't mean to cut you off. We're not doing live commentary for tonight's game, no, but we will be doing it for the Vegas Golden Knights game, because everyone's going to be on here. It's going to be me, Dan, Jacob, Adam. We're going to be watching the game all in the same room together. We're not going to show the game on the screen because we literally can't, but we'll be watching it in a room together on here on StreamYard. We'll all be commenting on it. We'll be, have a special scoreboard that I'm working on. It's going to be a scoreboard. We're going to have comments. It's going to be anything. And whoa! Holy moly! Guess who has showed up at the desk? He came home. He's like, I gotta quit my. He said he had to quit his job. He was like, I gotta go because it's Jacob Morph.
Yeah.
The sports analyst. Oh!
The sports analyst is back in the building.
So Jacob, since you're joining us, what do you think about this whole whistle controversy?
Look, the only time I think it's a whistle controversy is that crazy song that had a lot of innuendos by Flo Rida back in the day.
That would be the goal song for. That's what we're saying.
No. Hear me out.
We can't hear you, Jacob. Your mic is bad. Just so you know.
You can't hear me.
Yeah,
I can hear you. It's just a little echoey.
He's on the wrong mic.
Hey.
There he goes.
There you are. Hey, Verdelia.
My mic stand, and now I'm just using the internal mic, completely grenaded.
Yes, he was asking about you.
So, turn on your mic, bro.
He was asking about you. He's like, where is everybody?
I just said Adam hated us.
Actually, Adam's working on some awesome.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Adam's for the World Cup coming up.
He's awesome. I know he does. But no. But seriously,
I will say this about the whole whistling thing. Okay, Utah is a new team that needs fans.
This is what we said.
Time they are paying good money to watch a mediocre team. Let them whistle.
Like Jacob, imagine. Okay, we all make comments about how the Scotiabank is like literally a library, right? Imagine for the first time ever, Pins just started doing something crazy, going, ooh, 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 ooh. I would love it. I'd be like, people are doing something at Scotiabank? They're making noises? I would love that. I'd be like, let them have fun. And now you're just going to tell them, oh, stay home. You suck. Boop, boop, boop. I don't want fans in the building. I don't know. I just think this is a bad look for Clayton Keller. And like I said to Dan, I don't know if you heard me, but I said, you know what happens when you tell the internet something bothers you? You know what they do? They're going to do it to you.
Exactly.
Every barn you go into now, they're just going to be like,
you know what? Clayton Keller.
He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Look, and at the end of the day, fans are the reason why these players.
Oh, the important people are here. I don't agree with Dan. Adam's very important, Rick.
Yeah, we're all important in our own way.
The fans are the reason why these players make millions of dollars, right?
Yes!
So
they pay their salary.
If it's the same thing, I mean, the whole air horns in Montreal, I mean, I get why it bothers some people, but at the same time, people are paying their hard-earned money to go to a game. Whether 100%. You're buying a ticket or you're buying the most expensive ticket in the arena, I feel you have the right. It's like as long as you're not yelling like racial slurs.
Yeah, well, of course.
That's a different 411. But like,
I think we all agree with that. I don't think we want like sex.
That's not obviously right. But what I'm getting at is I don't know. I just think it's
Lance. Who's Lance? My name is Lane. Maybe put a C by accident.
Hey, how's it going, Lance?
Lance is close.
What's up, Lance?
You be Lance from NSYNC. Well, that'd be pretty cool.
But
Lance from NSYNC.
You're a new franchise trying to build a new fan base, and I don't think that's a great way to go about it, right? Because you're trying to get new fans into the building, and guess what? It's a hockey game, not a library. You know what this reminds me of? And I have a really funny story about when Dan and I went to an Argo game about 3 years ago.
My pad? What? Or my bad?
Oh, good.
Speaking of Pat.
Okay, so Dan and I were at an Argo game, and this woman was there with her baby.
And
was telling everyone to be quiet because her kid was trying to take a nap. And it's like you're at a football game.
Remember there was another game when someone was trying to do a meeting? I was like, I'm serious, bro. I'm serious. He had his laptop on and everything, and his headset. I get this. These Blue Jays guys work in the dome, but the Argos don't.
I'm gonna pass out. That was funny.
Yeah, it literally happened. I'm like, whoa! It's a football game. Like every stadium has their thing. Like the Argos, we stomp the feet on the metal extensions. Unfortunately, you can't do that in Hamilton because it's concrete. I tried; it really hurts. So you can't stop it beating Hamilton. But just make noise other ways, right?
You go, Mr. Clipboard!
Exactly, you know?
Guys, I do want your thoughts on this for tonight with Toronto versus Utah.
Which I was going to show the lines, but...
Yeah, absolutely. Bring up those lines, Lane.
Since I have the power tonight.
Your perspectives.
Lane with the
Could
power.
you see Toronto coming in a little sleepy after beating Colorado?
I hate to say it, but yeah.
Coming in here a little sleepy.
Yeah. This Utah team is good, especially with the additions of J.J. Petrarca.
It's not bad at all.
Like I think it's Utah should be better than their record. But you know what the problem is with Utah? And we've had this conversation before here on the decks. When you look at Utah's record, they're like, oh, they're only 22-20. But the other really hiccup is they only have 4 losses in overtime. So you figure if they had lost more games in overtime, they would have had more points, and they would have been way up there in the standings. Because even with just, well, okay, but see, that's the problem with this division. You got Colorado 74 points, Dallas 63 points, Minnesota 61. Then it drops to Utah at 48. So I think that's the problem. I don't think it's that Utah is a horrible hockey club. It's just there's no way they can compete with the big three.
No, but it does bring up the whole point that I've talked about this a lot. Having some games worth 3 points and some games worth 2. I don't know why people in North America can't do math, but people in the IIHF can. But it's like, look, it's like if and people don't understand what I mean by this. So a regulation win is worth 2 points, right?
Yeah.
A regulation loss is worth 0. Therefore, if the game ends in regulation, a total of 2 points has been earned between the two clubs.
Right.
Now, let's say Toronto, Colorado last night with Toronto winning in overtime. How many points were overall earned? 3 points.
Yeah.
So some games are worth 3 points and some games are worth 2. And that's what's screwing up your standings. Like you look at a prime example, and I have some standings up on one of my multiple monitors. My mouse died, though, which is very upsetting. The Chicago Blackhawks are under 500, but because they have 7 overtime losses, only 3 points out of a playoff spot.
Yeah, prime example. They're right behind Utah, but Utah is over 500 in the same division as Chicago.
Jose, they're quite a bit over 500, but because they only have 3 overtime losses versus Chicago 7, they're only 4 points behind them.
And here are the lines for the Leafs and the Utah Mammoth. There you got.
So I guess Robertson is okay. That's good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just a stinger.
And the Hilda Beast.
Yeah. Joseph Wall did look pretty good in the highlights I saw last night.
And then you got Clayton Keller. Be careful tonight with that one. Yeah. Nick Schmaltz, Krause.
All I know is if he ever comes to Toronto, they should just play Blow My Whistle by Flow Rider every whistle.
That's what we're saying. That's the ultimate goal song for Utah.
Well, it would have been, but now it's not. They ruined it.
But I don't know. I do worry with Toronto because they've done this in the past where they play so well against teams that are ahead of them, and then teams they should beat, they just don't show up.
Jacob,
now that's a good point too, Rick. You know what? You do get in a shootout as well. The loser gets 1 point. And
prime example here.
So again, it's kind of, you need to either make an overtime or shootout loss worth nothing,
right,
or make a regulation win worth 3 points.
Yeah, good to see Robertson back. Like
absolutely, Lauder. It's great to see Robertson back. He's
having a decent year. I think I've been happy with him so far.
He only plays 12 minutes a game, and he's on pace for over 20 goals. What more do you want?
No, not quite. It's on pace about 18. Because we're over halfway through now.
How much do you want to bet he'll get 20?
I think it's a good possibility. Yeah, I really do.
This quarter I have.
Ooh.
At the 25th anniversary of someone with the little Canadian flag.
Oh, yeah. I want that.
Focus!
Yeah, I see it.
We see it.
I want it.
But yeah, it should be. I don't know. We'll see if the Leafs play, right? Like they are definitely on a hot streak right now, and they've played pretty good.
We got what, 10 or 9 games in the wall for point now?
10.
Yeah.
10, right?
Way more than 7.
They're looking really good. The only hiccup is this is the second half of a back-to-back, number one.
I don't care.
Number 2, they've historically always had a hard time versus this Utah Phoenix Hockey Club for whatever reason.
But you know what? Maybe beating Colorado, maybe that's a, if they said it on the broadcast, that could be the game that could be the turning point.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I guess.
This team's been rolling. And also, I'm curious what you guys think about this.
He wants to know what year your quarter is.
Yeah, that's a good question. I like collecting coins.
Anniversary. No, 25 cents. Sorry, 1812. So I think this is like
wow.
It's an 1812 special.
That's when the Leafs left. That's when the Leafs left won the Stanley Cup.
Obviously, the quarter is not from 1812, but it is like and maybe we need to do this now: quarters and borders with Dan and Lane.
Well, Fritz says Leafs win again.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see. All I need
is a great backup.
I just want them. Oh, I don't think goaltending's a problem. I think right now you have 1A and 1B between Hildeby and Woll.
Right.
The only way Stolarz gets in some games soon is to try to trade him.
I can do the sound effects now, Jacob.
Subscribe to our channel.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel very weird that comments are coming in and Lane's throwing them up on the screen. I love it, Lane. It's just that's how I feel. Well, you know what, Lane? Bam. Comment on your screen.
Oh,
Jets love.
I'm calling the police on you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. It's a little more nerve-wracking when you're not the one doing it. Yeah, the Jets blowing another 3-0 lead.
Ouch. Yeah, crazy.
Well, peace out.
No.
Canadian white trash guy.
Oh, you white trash. Don't worry.
That's your username.
Love the Dave Key. Have a good one, bud.
Remember, Nylander was going to be the weak link through the playoffs. I don't think so.
Yeah, Nylander historically is the best lead from the playoffs.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, do you know who I'm excited for if and when the Leafs make the playoffs? Because I still think I'm winning my bet with Lane.
Oh, God.
I'm excited to see playoff Scott Lawton now that he's comfortable on this roster.
Jacob,
for sure.
When should I come get the hat? I should just come now. I should just come right now. Just hop in the car while we're on the desk. Yeah, Dan, when you bring me Gaviscon, when Dan brings me Gaviscon, I just bring the hat.
Yeah, exactly. But we're not sponsored by Gaviscon,
but we should be.
But I'm curious, Dan, what does Marcelli need to do for you to admit that he's not?
That's right. It's the Marcelli revenge game. I just thought of that.
Yeah.
He's scoring a hat trick.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what happened, bro. Look what happened when Timo Meier faced the Sharks the other night. He just scored, he put 6 points up on the board. I don't know why this is a thing in hockey, but when you force your form your team, you're just like, I'm gonna have the greatest night of my life.
I don't know.
Well, I think because we know the goaltender, right?
Not even that. If I'm fired from a job and I get to go out and show them up, man, I'm gonna do it. And
I think Marcelli's scoring. I'm putting it here. I'm putting my 25 cents on the desk. I'm scoring tonight. I don't know what he'll score, but he's going to score. He'll get some points tonight.
Look, you know what, Dan? But what I don't understand, Dan, and I am calling you.
I forgot about that.
You go on that Max Domi is so great, and Marcelli's having a better season than Max Domi.
Yep.
Lane,
you know why, Mr. Jacob? To what Max Domi had the other night, a Gordie Howe hat trick. If Marcelli goes out figures a Gordie Howe hat trick,
I'm just gonna mute Dan. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but then you love William Nylander.
Dan, I kid.
When he's in line at the Imprada store.
I like being in control. I'm gonna mute myself.
But guys, what I mean is, Dan, it's like you go on about Marcelli, who is actually playing at a really high level of late.
Yeah, of late.
Okay.
It's an 82-game season, not a 20-game season.
Well, then why do you like Max Domi? He only shows up for 5 games, and then he takes high-sticking penalties with the puck.
That's a talent, bro. I couldn't even do that if I tried.
I would like to stay. I actually love Max Domi. I want him to work in Toronto.
He's working quite well.
I mean, he's trying. The problem is with guys like that, I think they're just trying to fill the shoes of Nazem Kadri because I don't think he's ever filled those shoes.
Ryan O'Reilly, I'd say, was the closest.
No, Ryan O'Reilly. Ryan O'Reilly was a good player. He wasn't no Nazem Kadri. Nazem Kadri,
he's a tough customer, bro.
A guy one shift, then the next shift score a dangle on a 1-on-5.
Yeah, no, I get
He's
it.
like Sam Bennett with more skill.
Yeah.
So is Ryan O'Reilly, though.
No, Ryan O'Reilly's not like a Sam Bennett.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Lot slower, more old school. Like Sam Bennett actually has a lot of. Sam Bennett actually has a lot of talent.
Oh, he does.
I
I mean,
louder on this. Nylander, Marcelli, Tavares is a nice line right now.
It's figuring it out.
I think
yeah, but we tried at the beginning of the year. We did nothing.
Yeah, but then there was a. But we talked about this. You weren't on the desk, so we had a good debate about this. You were in sleepy la la land, and we talked about me, Jacob, and Adam. Actually, had a good talk about this. That was a team that was. I want to ask Dan about this. We hadn't had a chance to ask him because he was poor Dan had to go to school the next day. So he was unfortunately. Riley is washed. Yeah, I think so. But
I love O'Reilly.
But Dan,
he's also dried.
But Dan, I want your opinion on this comment because we talked about this last night a little bit. That we thought, I think the problem with the Leafs to start the year was that they had before. What was their boss before? It was Brendan Shanahan. What did Brendan Shanahan do his whole tenure with the Matthews, the Nylander, the Tavares group?
He was a dove man with soap.
No, but he treated them with kid gloves, right?
Yeah.
He treated them like he put the kid gloves on them, right?
Right.
When things went wrong, he was always there to oh, okay, there's a pat on the back. Here's a little donut and your grape juice, and we'll give you an extra $20 million. Oh, okay, we'll give you a free bagel from the kitchen.
Maybe getting a $5 banana loaf bread for free.
I made you a special cinnamon banana bread. He always there to comfort them. But they don't have that now. Yeah, Keith Pelly doesn't care about that anymore. Brad Treliving doesn't care about that anymore. Craig Berube doesn't care about the kid gloves. They've taken the kid gloves off and they've been like, you guys are adults now. You guys aren't 20-year-olds. We're treating you like adults now. And I think that they thought to start the year when things started spiraling, I do think they thought, well, if we play bad and we kind of we don't really care. We're gonna play our way until we get what we want. And unfortunately, for the first time in their careers, they didn't get what they wanted. They got reality.
Now, I do have a comment about that. Interesting point. I like where you guys are going, but it doesn't work for Martelli because he's new to his hockey club.
But
he wasn't here during the Shanahan days.
It doesn't matter.
A guy you traded a third-round pick for instead of Matthews, Nylander, Tavares, Riley, you're part of the problem.
I'm not blaming him. I'm not saying that the guy you gave up for a round pick's the whole problem. I'm not saying that for a minute.
But Dan, my point is, what's Marcelli going to do if the leadership of the team, who he's just come on the team, is just basically like, we don't care? Like, what's he going to do? Even if he tries, if the leaders on the team are going to skate around and act like children, what's a guy like Marcelli supposed to do? He's trying to. But he did. Him, Nick Watt, and Steven Lorenz, they were the ones that were trying every night. They were the ones going out there trying to make a difference.
Yeah, Marcelli does try. I'll give him that.
It was literally for the first 3 months of the season, it was Matthews, especially William Nylander, John Tavares a little bit towards the end there, Morgan Riley, those four specifically every night basically went on the ice and went ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. They didn't do anything. They did nothing. William Nylander literally didn't play half the games. He scored, and then it was like, oh, that defense thing? Yeah, I'm just going to stand here. Yeah. Austin Matthews, just the captain of the team, was basically just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Now, see, Dan, I'm curious, too. I brought more to the point that I think it leaves this long to find their identity. Because, like Marner or not, he was a big part of the identity of this group.
For sure, yeah, I can agree with that.
Until you brought him until the team learned how to be without the guy that ran the penalty kill.
Well, I think it's a little column A, column B.
Out the guy that ran outside when someone told him he was a meanie bobini and called security.
But he also like fostered a lot of that culture.
Like him or lump him, he was a huge part of the culture and the identity of Toronto.
Yes. He created a lot of that culture.
If you remember, I said this. I thought it would have happened sooner than what it did. But do you remember I kept saying to you boys, once this team figures it out, this is a better team than last year. And you guys
knew
I was crazy.
No, we knew they were better, but they weren't playing.
It's not true.
Said it wasn't true, but it was true because now you look at this team, and this team looks way better than they did.
But Jacob, I said along when you argued it was coaching, I said I don't think it's coaching. I think it's those guys they have to give it crap.
Look, you guys may laugh at me. I think Troy Stetcher was a huge part of the turnaround.
Oh, I agree. I'm not laughing. I mean, it's not very usually, so it's not likely that a waiver pickup, debatably a seventh defenseman, changes the room, but it did this time. It obviously did.
I still think the change was basically Keith Pelly coming out, standing his ground, saying,
I think it's part of it.
I think him coming out and putting out to Elliot Friedman.
I think he's done a good job.
And Chris Johnson saying there is 0% chance we're ever firing Berube. So if you don't like it, too bad. I think that was a huge turning point.
Oh, Jets are leading again.
Wow.
The Jets, not giving up. With the Jets, if they could put together a hell of a winning streak, like their goal differential is only -8, comparing it to a lot of other teams.
Clinking Senators.
Man, the Senators have really struggled. I mean,
I know what happened between everything.
Well, we know what happened.
Oh my gosh.
All the drama.
Wow.
And I think your captain, instead of defending your teammates, just saying it's F and BS, was just not a good way to handle it.
I agree with that, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of either Tkachuk. I think I've made that pretty clear. Let me be clear. I don't think either one of them have been very good. Like, in a leadership role, they're both phenomenal players. Like, I mean, I say I don't like them. I still want them on my team.
Well, for sure.
But no, it's back to Winnipeg. Winnipeg is only like 9 points out. As dumb as it sounds, they can go on a bit of a run. Now, they have to jump a lot of teams. But I'd say Winnipeg, when they're playing to their full potential, are better than St. Louis. They're better than Calgary. They're better than Chicago. They're better than Anaheim. They're better than Nashville. They're better than Utah. So I look at Winnipeg. They could go on a bit of a heater. Let's say they do what Toronto's done right now, get points in 9 or 10 straight games. All of a sudden, Winnipeg's right back in this race.
Yeah, I can see Winnipeg doing it.
Like, Vancouver only has 2 less points than Winnipeg. And I think I am more likely to become the Prime Minister of Canada than the Vancouver Canucks making the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Like, Vancouver has a -40 goal differential, boys.
Well, like this comment here, like even Ottawa took care of the Canucks pretty good tonight.
I'll be honest.
They just beat them 2-1.
Boys, I know. I can run that myself. Oh, I'm so excited.
Lane is. I think we gave Lane too much power.
Oh, you did. I love all the power. But gas their ass, boys. I still think the Thatcher Demko signing over picking Seelovs was just a bad idea from Vancouver.
Oh, that's 100% gas. Look, Demko's hurt again.
Like, he's a good goalie, but he never plays.
He's a great goalie. When he's healthy, he is a caliber goalie.
That's the key word in that statement is when. It's like, he's like a Joffrey Lupul. He's like a Marion. Who's actually a really fantastic player? Marion Gaborik. You ever actually looked at that guy's stats? But you know what the problem was? He only played 30 games a year.
It's like Alexander McGowney was like that, too.
The guy would have 68 points in like 38 games.
McGowney could have been up there for goal scoring records if he could have stayed healthy. He was one of the
he was one of the two other players. Timo Swanee, I got 76 goals in the season. And McGowney did that in Buffalo. Hey, welcome me in Toronto. Definitely go check out their social media. Huge news today dropped of me in Toronto on their YouTube and Instagram. They were just at the Toronto Motorcycle Show. Some very cool footage there. So definitely check it out. I was at the motorcycle show, and they found stuff that I didn't even find there. So
6'7".
Definitely go kick it back. Yeah, hey, 6'7".
Yeah, hey, you know what? I will say this.
What's up, me in Toronto?
Yeah, me in Toronto. What's up? I'd have you back at the desk. I do agree. The Leafs beating the Avalanche at home to snap their winning streak.
That's a huge game.
It's huge. And if you want to go play the lottery, make sure 6, 7 are 2 of your numbers.
Yeah.
And if you win the lottery, I would like you to pay Dan $1,000 to lick Lane's weenus.
Okay. But before we log off, quickly around the room, because we're just about to get the puck drop. Tease a deal. So before we log off, because we're just about to get to the puck drop, we got to get going on this. Yeah, the puck's about to drop in Utah. Let's go around the room. I'm going to start with Jacob first. Jacob, what's your prediction for the score tonight in Utah? You pick.
I will say I think the Leafs will win this game, but I think this game will be tighter than people. I think people are expecting Toronto to go in there and blow the doors off Utah, and
That's
I think
not gonna happen.
I think Utah will get an early lead. I think Toronto will come in a little half asleep, but I do feel that at the end of the day, Toronto will get the win because I think Toronto is a better team than Utah.
I don't. Toronto's got 2-1 leads
right now. I think you could argue Toronto is the hottest team in the NHL right now. They just
might be.
They've got
the Toronto Cup, baby. It took them
right now.
They just delayed that November Cup 2 months. It was just like, park it here.
Now they're the hottest team in the NHL. I think Utah will take an early lead. Toronto will make a comeback like LL Cool J, and they'll get the big dub. I'm going to say 4-2 Toronto.
What about you, Dan? I'm going to do mine last because I have all the power. I could put us in a timeout. You don't answer?
I do have an answer. I don't know why this number came in my head, but I think Toronto's going to win 5-3 with an empty netter.
Well, I'm gonna put everyone in suspense. I'm gonna do a 10-second timer. 10, 11, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leafs are winning 5-0. They're going to pound them. Dennis Hildeby's going to get a shutout. The Hildeby's. Matthews is going to rock it. Michelli's going to score 4 goals. Be like, take that, Utah. Get your whistle. He's going to blow the whistle in their faces. The Leafs are going to win the game 5-0. I'm calling it. It's going to be a blowout win.
Wow.
There's your 10-second. Michelli's getting a hat trick. Matthews is going to putt too. Hildeby's is going to be like, bring on the
Happy New Year.
Whatever Walt can do, I can do better.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Toronto once Stolarz is healthy, man. As like the way playing, you
seriously
can't minors unless you start rolling these goalies 1-1-1 until someone takes over.
Yeah, and I would not put Hildeby's back in the HL. That's such a bad thing.
But all of us are projecting Toronto. But I will say, no offense, I think you guys are a little underestimating Utah. I think Utah's going to make this game a lot closer.
Utah's a good hockey club.
I know. But
that's why I said 5-3 empty net. Like, it's going to be close.
Last 10, they're 5-4-1. So, like, they've kind of been, okay. Not great. Not terrible. Toronto's point streak does have to end at some point.
Yeah.
I just don't think that point's tonight. And remember, too, Toronto, I believe going into tonight is actually in a playoff spot.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is because they got a big win while the Sabres got a big loss yesterday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you look at the standings. Yeah, the Leafs are currently in the top wildcard spot, which means the playoffs started today. They'd face Tampa first round. No, sorry, they faced Carolina first round.
I think we could beat Carolina.
But on that note, it is 10 o'clock, and the puck drop is about to drop in Utah. So we got to get to watching that game. Man, I don't know. I'll be back for post game. I don't know if Jacob will, but we'll see.
I know I'll be. Can't, but I think Jacob could.
Jacob, you down to join me later?
You know what, Lane? Just for you.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Yes. Wow.
I'll be
all right.
Post-game show.
We'll see if we can get Adam. I'll ask him very nicely in the group chat. He'll join us.
Tell him yo tickle his funny bone.
I'll tickle his penis. But on that bombshell, we'll be back for the post game between the Leafs and the Utah Mammoth here at the Analyst Desk, where every day feels like game day. I'm Dashley Dashko. There's Jacob Moore, your sports list, and Dan Moore for your money. We'll see you for post game, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I get to end this stream.